Mazino Jr. back again with another One Piece chapter review for chapter 1056. It's a pretty crazy chapter, so let's get into it. It starts with the cover story with Katakuri and Oven, who are attacking the Vinsmoke siblings, looking like they're gonna absolutely decimate them. So let's see what the remaining cover story has for us. Shinobu and Raizo are currently trying to recover from Green Bull's attacks. They point out some of the truth in what he said with Kaido's presence stopping people coming into Wano since he's a Yonko. Not many will still approach Wano with that in mind. Kinemon regrets not being able to help the rest of them against Green Bull. Nekomamushi says they avoided it because of Momo's bravery, but we all know that's because of my boy Shanks getting Green Bull shook, which caused him to leave. Next, we find out that Carrot will be the new leader of Mokomo Dukedom in Zou. I've been wondering what part Carrot would play in the future of the story, since she seemed like she will become a Straw Hat after Whole Cake Island, but this could be Oda's way of introducing the new generation in the story. I think there are definitely people with more experience who could have become the leader instead. Momo and Hiyori find out about Sukiyaki being their father, so I assume that there'll be many secrets that Sukiyaki will pass on to Momo about the Kozuki family that only the leaders of Wano are allowed to have. Kinemon is also back with not knowing things that everyone knows, since all of the scabbards were aware that it was Sukiyaki wearing the Tengu mask. The rest of the Straw Hats found out that Pluton was in Wano, and Frankie looks incredibly surprised. As I said in the previous videos, I believe that Frankie still has the blueprints for Pluton. He even asked Luffy if he wants to have it, which is crazy since Luffy could have controlled two ancient weapons. After Shinobu recovered from her injuries, she looked like a completely different person, and of course Sanji is happy to see her like that. He also finds out that Otama is going to be Shinobu's apprentice and will be training with her. As everything seems normal, Caribou of course overheard what was said about Pluton. He also knows the location of Poseidon, and he says he knows someone who would love to know about this. The obvious person is Crocodile, since Pluton was introduced into the story through him. We see Momo try to ask Zoro to teach him about sword moves, but the Straw Hats were nowhere to be seen. When I was reading this, I could tell what was happening. The Straw Hats did not want to leave in a sad way, so they left without saying goodbye. Law, Luffy and Kid are now trying to set sail, and Luffy and Kid both choose different directions, while Law is calculated and chooses the most direct route. Kid says he doesn't like the Emperors, and he talks about Buggy, the bombastic clown, who has somehow created a guild with two warlords of Mihawk and Crocodile. I don't even know how he's managed to get both of them in this guild. It really shows that Buggy could now be one of the most important figures in the final saga. Don't be surprised if he becomes the new Pirate King. Buggy has now created another organization that can fight against the Marines, including the pirates and the revolutionaries, who could fight in the final war. Killer talks about them getting serious for finding One Piece, about finding a man marked by flames. This clearly points to Sabo. He uses the Meru no Mi, plus he has a scar from the explosion when he was younger. However, I won't be surprised if there was someone else that this is for. At the end, Yamato says it's finally time for her to leave like Odin. This parallels to Odin leaving Wano to join the Pirate King's crew, as Yamato is now doing. And that's the end of the chapter, so leave a comment on what type of videos you'd like me to do. Follow me at Mazino Jr. on TikTok, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.